Zombies! Wait, they are not really zombies. So, not really zombies! Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And in this video, I want to talk about HBO's new show, The Last of Us. And The Last of Us is basically a world where zombie-like creatures have taken over the world, and not taken over, but they're like a problem in the world, and it shows how humanity is trying to deal with it. But we really focus on some characters, like two main characters, Pedro Pascal's character and Bella Ramsey's character. And I have to say, this show was so much better than I expected. Like, it's just the first episode, but the first episode is like, it sets the pace. It makes you understand what kind of world you are in. Like, it touches some little aspects of the world, but it doesn't really focus on it because it just wants to grab you, and it does that job very well. It grabs me, at least it grabbed my attention, and I was very fascinated with what I saw in this episode, in this pilot episode, and it makes me excited to see what comes next. One thing that stood out to me in this episode was the tension. The tension throughout the first half of the episode was intense. When we were following a girl, I don't spoil anything for everyone, so I'll not talk too much about the details. But the first 30 minutes when we were following a girl, the way they built tension in those 30 minutes was like so gripping, because you already had a sense of like something is not right. So like you're expecting some kind of dread or some crazy thing to happen. But when it doesn't come immediately, and when they build the tension and build the tension, it just makes you so tense, and it was so well done. And like I said, it is not a normal world again. It's a world where those zombie-like creatures have terrorized a lot, and you can see the impact on humanity, and like the way they are living their lives now is very different. And there are some, like, the main threat that we can see or that we've seen is the undead people, the zombie-like creatures. Those are the main threats. But there was a character in the movie, in this episode, I talked about like some other creatures that are not creatures, some other kind of threats that exist in that world, and just sharing them, like, it made me excited to see what will come next. So the way they developed the world and told the story, like just giving hints in this first episode, was so well done. Like, it got to me, and I really want to see what comes next. And Pedro Pascal's performance in this show, like in this episode, was so good. Like, he played someone dealing with grief, and the way he played it, the little nuance he brought in him, it just made me appreciate his character so much. And Pedro Pascal does it so well. Not the other characters, other actors didn't do a fantastic job playing their roles, but it's just Pedro Pascal that stood out to me in this first episode. So like, I just had to mention. And there's another thing they did in this pilot episode that I liked. They didn't focus too much on like the zombie-like creatures. Like, they didn't tell too much of their story. They just focused more on the drama that exists among the characters. And I like that. Yes, we want to see the creatures. I can't remember their names. I can't remember what they called them. But I would love to see the creatures do their crazy thing, devour people. But I also like that they are telling the drama aspect. We are seeing the dramatic side of it and how people are relating to each other. So it just made the pilot so good, and I really enjoyed it. It made me anticipate the next episode so much. And this is how I like watching shows. I like watching show one episode, wait for the next episode. I don't like watching everything at once, because it doesn't give me the chance to reflect on each episode. But I like what HBO does, releasing the episodes week by week, and I can't wait to see next week's episodes. Overall, I enjoyed this show, and I'm really glad HBO has a new show that I can follow, and I'm so excited to see what comes next. So guys, have you seen The Last of Us? What do you think about it? Comment below and let me know. And if this is your first time on my channel, please subscribe to my channel for more contents like this. Thank you for sticking up to this time. See you in the next video. Cheers.